Hi everybody, welcome back. This is day 3 of making page kits, and this is the second round of adding scraps to my background papers. So to try and speed things up from the last video, I did go in and pull a bunch of the larger pieces that I had in my stash so that you guys weren't having to wait for me to go through and actually pull them out. And I have to apologize, the last video cut off abruptly because I ran out of memory on my phone when everything was wrapping back up. So yeah, so anyway, we're going to try and go a little bit quicker. I know the last one was like 50 minutes and it's a little bit longer than what I was looking for. So we're just going to kind of go through. I'm going to start kind of at the top and see if there's anything that I can add to these. And like I said, they're just from a bunch of different collection. Like this one is from my Mind's Eye Bliss. And just kind of go from there. I kind of like that. Let's go ahead and start with this one. I keep looking at this one and then not doing anything with it. Now I think what I need is something to break up these two sections. And actually, I kind of like how that little piece is cut out of there. I might have to leave that in. So let's see if we can find a solid piece of paper that we can use to kind of break it up. So I hope you guys are all having a good day and a good week and good holiday season. I'm filming this in November, so I'm a little ahead of the game. I kind of like that because then it's kind of breaking up with the scallops. And I might cut off this little section here, but I'm just going to throw it in as a whole. I'm not going to worry about cutting it apart. Let's see if we can find maybe another piece of paper I can use for matting. And you know what? I don't like these houses, but I can use the back side and mat it with white. So we're going to go ahead and make this one. Oh, and the last time I had made 11, so we're just going to go ahead and make 9 this time. So I should probably get a ticky note out and just kind of keep track so you guys don't have to watch me count again. So let's grab a piece of paper here. So that's 1. All right, let's find another nice piece of paper. I kind of like these two together. This one and this one. So let's see if we can find a background that will go with these two. And I could see myself fussy cutting that out. But I think it needs to be more of a solid because of that diagonal. Now this isn't bad. I do like the peach and the navy, and then we can accent it with the color, the flowers. I'm gonna go with that one. Boy, this one's going quicker than last time. I think it's a good thing that I kind of brought some stuff out. And actually, I'm gonna throw one of these strips in as well, because it's got a little bit of blue in it and it's got a little bit of orange, so that will kind of break up some of it. And then with these flowers in clusters. Okay, that is going to be number 2. So I'm kind of looking forward to actually digging in and actually getting into my scraps here. Now I've got this yellow piece, so let's see if we can find something to go with the yellow. Do something bright. Oh, and you know what I do have, and I don't know if they'll work, because we are allowed to use 4x4 pads, but I have these ones that are a 6x12 pad. Let me grab them real quick. I've had these for a long time. They're die cuts with a view. And so I might be able to grab one of these and use this. And to me, this is kind of the same rounds as being like a 6x6 paper pad because it's not your normal size. And I kind of like the florals. Maybe they have some like colored ones. If I can find something else. And I like the yellow. And then what's cool about it is the back side has some of these butterflies in smaller bits. So I could use part of this and maybe part of the back side. So we're going to use that. Get one of these on my layouts. And then that gets that purple one in. I don't have to worry about that. So that is number 3. Let's keep going. We're on a roll here. So leave a comment down below if you're going to play along and build your own kit with me. Like I said, I think this is kind of a fun thing to do. Now this is kind of cool too. Now it's not a full strip, but if I cut it and arrange it or make this one smaller, and then I like how it's got a little bit of the green down here that I could cut and use into there. And I kind of like it on the gray. Do I need another color in here? Now this one I pulled in. I don't like, or probably wouldn't use these sections, but I could use this for matting. And then that brings in this orange and yellow. So that pulls that in. So we're going to go with that. We're not overthinking. I think the last time I was overthinking too much. So that's 4 of them already. Let's find another fun one. I have this piece of Maggie Holmes. Let's see what we can find that can go with that. I've had I think that's with Bloom. I've had this forever. Now I do have these 2. So which one does it go better with? I kind of like it with this. And again, could use the branding strip. And it could go either way. All right, let's see if we can find one more piece that can go with this. And I do have this map that's got some of the colors in it. So if I wanted to go and do another travel, I could do that. And I do like these flowers that I could fussy cut. So let me throw this in as well. And I won't use this gray. I'm going to be more like cutting it out so that you have the green and the white. So it won't matter that this is kind of a different tone, because the flowers when they're on it looks kind of cool. And the blues match. So we're going to go with that. So we're already at 5. Woo-hoo. And like I said the other day, when I actually go in to make some of these layouts, I will be, I will try and, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in after we get these done. I'm going to actually find the paper that or the pictures that I need. And then after all the pictures are picked off camera, I'll come back and we'll do it together as far as the, like putting all the embellishments with it. So I kind of like this even though it's a little busy, because this kind of reads more as a solid. It's like the same blue check. And I kind of like this, but I don't know if it's too green. You know what, I'm going to put it in. Let's find another color that will go with it, that will bring some of that out. Actually, I kind of like these two together. And with this gold, let me see if I can find a better background. Let's see. So I'm thinking I could fussy cut, but I could also leave part of that together. So that's kind of cool because those oranges match. These oranges match. It's got a little bit of the pink. So I'm thinking I want to go with this. And do I want the solid green? I'm going to put this in only, I don't think I'll use the top half. I think I'd use more the bottom half for matting because that's more to the green, and then this goes up and is more to the blue. Now I could cut it in half. Let me do that. I'm going to cut it to 6 inches because do I want it bigger? So at 7 inches it starts turning blue. So let me go ahead and cut it at 7 inches. That way if I want to mat a 6-inch vertical, I have enough that I can do that. And it's still staying in the green tones. So now I have those with this pink paper, which is kind of cool. And then that little bit of gold. So we'll go ahead and put another sheet and tick you off. So that's 6. It really helped me going in and finding some of these bigger pieces. Like I said, I had them. Now that's kind of cool. I could fussy cut some of these out and use it with this paper because this wouldn't be busy once it's a flower. And I could do clusters, and I wouldn't be using the whole bit. But I'd want something that can break it up. Now I do have this that could break it up, and I could pull in washi tape. But let me just see if I have one more piece that's kind of a solid color that I could break it up. I'm not seeing anything right offhand. But again, I have those other scraps in my drawer that are smaller, that are more strips, and I could pull one of those in if I don't find anything right now. And I do have this one, but I'm thinking this is too busy because again, it's got hearts. Now you're with diagonals, a geometric, and then flowers. So even for me, that's kind of busy. I'm thinking more like a solid piece of cardstock or a piece of ribbon or something like that would be fun to break it up. So I am going to go ahead and leave this as it is. Call this number 7. And like I said, I can go in then and pull in something like even like this. This is too small and it's ripped, but see how that navy kind of breaks up those two, and then I could do something along the lines, and I don't have to use as big a piece. So this is going to be my next one. I ticky marked it already, I believe. When I was thumbing through, I like this one. mean, this one would be kind of good if I did something with COVID, but I'm probably more likely to use the back of it as a white sheet. So I'm going to flip it over. So let's find something I can do. I love this piece of paper here. So let's see what we can find. Oh, that's kind of pretty. Let's see if we can find a solid piece. I should say a more solid piece. And I have this check here. That's not too bad. Let's see if I got anything that's yellow. And again, that may be one I have to go in for my smaller scraps and find something that's more yellow. I have a more of a solid pink. Oh, this would work if I cut out just like this section here. Kind of like those better. So I'm going to go ahead and put these three in, knowing that I'll probably fussy cut this and then layer it all together. So that's number 8. So this is going to be the last one. So this is going to be really quick. We'll come back again and do another 10, and that will make it so that we have 30. And then I may do a couple other ones, but we'll see how it goes, because this is all I need for actually for the hop. So let's see. All right, those are kind of like. Whoop. Kind of like that one. It's got kind of that orangish color in it. And what color are we going to go with it? I don't want that. Got that navy dot. That's not too terrible. Here's another small piece. We could, do I want the butterflies in there? Nah, we'll wait on the butterflies. Because I'm thinking that one would be a good, like one of my vacation ones, like South Dakota, or I have some other like camping ones that would work great with. No, I don't like that. This isn't bad because this is kind of to the green. it's got a little bit of the orange, a little bit of the green. Let me see if there's a better background paper. I like these two together. It's too much green on green. It's not bad. Let me see if there's a different wood grain that I like better, but I'll pull this one out. I've got this one. I kind of like this one better. Okay, and then I can even use that branding strip too. Alright, so we're going to make that one number 9. And I think we're going to call this one good for now. And like I said, we'll come back and do another one and do another 10. Because I still have a good pile here. So we'll do another 10. And then that gets me enough to do the hop. And then, like I said, I might make another one, keep whatever papers are left over, and I may do one more that has, you know, depending on how fast it goes or whatever, I might do one more before I go on my crop if it happens. All right, well, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. Glad I was able to make this one a little bit quicker, and hopefully the next one with these being pulled out will be a little bit quicker as well. And then, like I said, what I think I'm going to do is then pull pictures, and once I have pictures, I can then tweak if I need to add paper, but I can also do that when I'm scrapping as well. And then I'm also going to pull embellishments. So I will see you again, and we will have for sure one more layout or one more video of pulling larger scraps. Thanks so much for joining me today, and we will see you again. Bye-bye.